This session comes from a live webinar I did with Wunderbuild last month, where I'm going to demonstrate how to connect ChatGPT, how to use prompts to extract data from Wunderbuild, how you can use prompts to get AI to actually interpret your data, and then I'm also going to do an example showing how you can get ChatGPT Voice to interview you, and from that interview we can get a site diary automatically created in the system, so getting the AI to actually do the work for you. Now you can download the complete AI Skills Pack that's mentioned in the webinar through the link in the description. So make sure to download that so you can follow along with the prompts and connect ChatGPT to Wunderbuild if you haven't already. And if you're a Claude user, I'll also put the Claude connection and capabilities video in the description, where Hashi from Wunderbuild runs through this in the webinar. So that's it, just a quick intro today. The demo and the video is going to provide the best explanation to show you how you can actually start using ChatGPT with Wunderbuild, and also give you a practical introduction to what's possible. So stick around, it's going to be a good one. Hey, real quick before we get into the video, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Theo Manifavis. I'm a former builder. I've managed hundreds of projects, and now I run Consistemize, where I help builders set up Wunderbuild and their business systems. So first thing is going into Wunderbuild, and it's the same thing. We want to go to this API here, click Add. Just going to call this ChatGPT Wunderbuild. I'm just going to select all scopes just to give it full access to all the different modules which Wunderbuild's allowed for. And then I'm going to select here read and write, so it can give me information back and then go in and actually do tasks for me within Wunderbuild. So I'll hit create there. See, it comes up with this API key, which you want to make a copy of that and store that somewhere. So I've done that. So now the next thing is, now within Claude, ChatGPT. So let me go to ChatGPT. All right, so yes, so I'm just in the normal web browser of ChatGPT now, and now I want to go to my settings. And firstly, under security and login, the first thing you want to make sure is that you've got developer modes toggled on. So mine's already toggled on, so we don't have to do anything there. Then from here, what we're going to do is just add the ChatGPT or the Wunderbuild plugin, sorry. So I'm going to click here on this left bar, click plugins. And then it gives you the option here, just like a little plus button to add. So I'm going to call this Wunderbuild as the plugin name. Connection, so that's the same MCP connection Hashi showed earlier. So let me just copy that from the same document, which you also have. I'm just going to copy this. And then paste that into connection here. We leave this authentication as OAuth, and we just want to click this. We understand and want to continue, and then just hit create. So once we do this, it's going to take you back to that connector name already exists. Let me just do that. Okay, so now it's asking me to sign in. So I'm going to do sign in here. So yeah, same thing and similar as with Claude, it's asking for access. So I'm going to select that API key that I just created and click grant access. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, here we go. So that's it. It's connected now. The only thing, like Hashi mentioned, is these permissions. So what I'm going to do is update this so that it doesn't always ask me, do I want it? Do I give it permission to perform a task? So I'm okay with this, and I'm just going to do allow all actions like that. Um, and that's it now. So that's connected. You can see this plugin symbol, and that's it. We're good to go now to connect, or Wunderbuild will now connect with ChatGPT. And then the final thing is just adding in the skills like Hashi showed. So with ChatGPT, you can see this little tab up the top here. So it's very simple. All you need to do is click here where it says skills. And I'm going to do the same thing. Click plus to add skills. I'm going to upload from computer. And I've already downloaded those same files. So I think they're going to be in that bit.ly link. Otherwise, they're also in the, yeah, when you go to product updates here at the top and you click this link, they'll come up here in the shared documents folder. So again, it's just a zip file. They've got all the skills within there. So then all we need to do is literally drag that zip folder, which I'll do now. So I've already saved that. So just drag it into there. And that's it. So now ChatGPT has all the same Wunderbuild skills. I'm sure they're exactly the same as the Claude ones. Just probably I'm not sure whether they're updated or not to suit ChatGPT versus Claude, but it'll be the same sort of skills pack to allow you to get the extract the information in the best possible way from Wunderbuild into ChatGPT. So that's it. It's yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's nothing complicated, and yeah, this, I tested this yesterday and it took me, now I did it a bit quicker because I've already done it a couple of times, but yeah, it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes just to get it connected and then start using it. So I'm going to demo ChatGPT, and I'm going to try keep it not simple, but I'm going to start, I want to show an example starting basic, like we're firstly extracting the data from Wunderbuild, then I'll do an example of interpreting the data, and then I'll do an example of the AI actually doing the work and creating something in Wunderbuild, which I'm going to base that on site diaries. So I think it'll be a good follow-on from what Hashi showed. So I will share my screen again. Okay, cool. So extracting the data. So I guess for everyone that's new to this and you just want to get used to the AI connection and how it works, the first simple test that I did was I wanted to see that can it read the data accurately. So you've got this prompt sheet which has the prompts for the examples that I'm going to show now. So the first one is literally I just wanted to review my active jobs and give me a table showing the adjusted contract value as a summary list in the table. So I'm going to copy this. I'm obviously in the ChatGPT browser now, just under chats. And I'm just going to paste that in. So you can see now it's verified that it can obviously connect to Wunderbuild. It's saying I'll pull the active jobs from Wunderbuild. So yeah, like I mentioned, for me, this was the first sort of test for me to make sure I'm comfortable that the information it's giving me back is correct. And actually the first time I tried this, instead of putting adjusted contract value, I put just contract value, and then it wasn't taking into account any variation. So it's little things like that that can potentially throw you off, and that's why it's always good until you start getting used to prompting and how it's reading and interpreting the data. Always verify it, especially when you're first starting out in using AI with Wunderbuild. So again, I wanted to tell me the total adjusted contract value of all the active Wunderbuild jobs in my account. So it's doing its thing in the background now, and then I'm just going to go to Wunderbuild. So if you go to in your Wunderbuild account, you go to jobs, work in progress. It's going to bring up all your jobs, provided you've got all jobs toggled on here. And then if I scroll down to the bottom, you'll see this is the total contract value of all my jobs, which includes the adjusted total contract value. And then we got 4,809,600. And now if I go back into ChatGPT, you can see now it's come back. It's just giving me a simple table. It's showing me all the jobs. Obviously, I've got a lot of dummy jobs here and there, just a lot of my example jobs. So we'll let that load, and then we'll come back to that once it goes through all the jobs. So that's the first example. We're just getting it to talk and extract the information, just to know that it's actually giving you the right information back before you go and use that information without having verified it first yourself. So the next example we'll do is now, so we've gone from extracting the data. Now I want the AI to actually interpret the data in my Wunderbuild account. So what I want to do in this example is I've got a whole heap of site diary entries, and obviously, well, you should be doing site diary entries every day, or your supervisor should every day for what's taking place on site. And then obviously across the course of a project, you're going to get a lot of valuable data from those site diary entries if you structure them in the correct way, and if you've got it set out in the correct way with how you're entering that information. So in this example here, I want to get AI to produce me a site diary management insight report. So pretty much just taking what's happened on what's happened on site, say for the last week, and summarizing that for me and against these points here, just to give a management insight to save you having to necessarily read each site diary entry. You could just get a report first thing on a Monday morning, and you could tell it, tell me what happened last week on site. What do I need to be aware of, risks and things like that. So I'm going to copy this prompt here, paste this into the chat, and then I'm going to update this project name, call it King Street Project. Week commencing, we'll say last week, which was the 20th of July. Let's see what it comes back with. So whilst that's doing its thing, let's go back to this example. So I'll scroll to the bottom, combine the adjusted contract value for 809,600, and then let's go back into Wunderbuild, work in progress. And yeah, you can see the totals the same, it matches. So again, just if you want to start getting comfortable, do a simple test like this, and then that way you can know it's reading the information correctly. And if something's out, you can even prompt it again and say, why is this out? Take a screenshot, and then it'll work it out for you what went wrong, and what you need to potentially give it the okay to fix up so that it does pull the right data. So that's another key point. Like, just if you're not sure about something, ask the question. AI will tell you, so you don't need to work things out yourself. So let's go back here. Okay, so it's picked up the project, it's found the site diary entries for that week, and now it's doing its thing to assess and interpret the information. And what it's going to come back with is a nice sort of summary report. You can see there, just giving you all the information in a summarized format of what took place on site last week, based on all the site diary entries that were entered into the system. So at the moment, I haven't put this on a schedule or automation, but like Hashi showed before, you can do that. So similar in Claude, you can do that in ChatGPT with this scheduled options here. I could potentially turn this prompt into a skill as well. So you could get it to run automatically. Like Claude, you can connect your email to ChatGPT. So this could all be automated where, you come into the office first thing on a Monday and you've got an email, a summary of what took place on site the previous week, and it'll come up in a nice report view like this, which is pretty cool. And then, you could even take this and create a dashboard. So similar to like Claude does the artifacts feature, ChatGPT has a similar feature when you're using the work function. So that's the equivalent of Claude Cowork, and it could update a HTML browser website, and it could extract all this information into a nice dashboard as well. But yeah, at its most basic level, you just keep it simple, and this is good enough for me just to read through and understand what took place on site, delays, lost time, safety incidents. And again, this is formatted based on the site diary template that I've created. So again, you want to have your templates in your systems in place. So your supervisor has a consistent site diary template that they're entering information into, and B, that their part of their daily requirement is that they do a site diary entry and they fill out each section, and then this is how you're going to get a clearer report. So this looks good. So yeah, this was the example, obviously, of interpreting the data from Wunderbuild. Now I'm going to do an example as well, and we'll stick with the site diary theme, where if you're a supervisor, well, at the end of the day, I was thinking, well, what's going to make life easier for a supervisor? And for me, I use ChatGPT a lot with the voice function mode. So I might be driving, I might have an idea, I might want to talk about something, and the voice function mode in ChatGPT works really well. So I will do an example of that. I couldn't get my phone connected to show on the screen, but what I'm going to do is just show you the steps I'm going through and how that all works. So yeah, I'm just in like the ChatGPT interface on the phone, and then what I'm going to do now is I've got this prompt here, which what I wanted to do is I want the AI voice assistant to interview me as the site manager and just prompt me and ask me questions so that I can just talk away, and then it's going to take all that information, put it in a way that ChatGPT or the AI understands, and then from there it's going to create a site diary entry without me having had to type anything into ChatGPT. So let's do that as an example now, and I'll put my phone loud so the voice can be heard. Again, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this first prompt into my ChatGPT mobile app. So let me just do that. And again, this large prompt could also be created as a skill, which I haven't done yet, but then you could just call up that skill and you wouldn't have to paste in this long prompt every time. So I'm just going to I just need to get voice mode on. So yeah, sorry guys, I know it's a bit hard to see, but in the bottom right of your phone, when you're using the ChatGPT app, you've got that little blue symbol and that activates voice mode function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on firstly. So now I've got voice mode on. It comes with this live feature to show that it's listening. And then what I'm going to do is,
Yeah.
you can see it's talking away now in the background. So I'm going to paste that prompt in now.
Go for it.
Okay. So I've pasted in that prompt now, and now it should start asking me away. So let's do this interview.
Got it. That's loaded and it's working as intended. So which job is this site diary for?
King Street project,
Okay. And what date is the site diary for?
30th of July, 2026.
Thanks. Who did you have on site today?
I was on site from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. and so was Jono the apprentice, same time.
Got it. Just you and Jono on site all day?
Yes, that's correct. No one else.
Okay. What are you planning to get done today?
So we had to pull up the floor protection material and just get the home ready for final defects and handover tasks. So yeah, we spent all day pulling up the floor material, giving the house a sweep out, and just getting ready for the remaining defects and touch-up works to take place.
Sounds good. Did you get all of that done as planned?
Yes, we finished everything as per schedule.
Great. And overall, is the project still on schedule?
Everything's on schedule, definitely.
Nice. Did you have any materials delivered today?
Yes, we had some concrete sealer delivered in prep for the concreter who'll be on site over the weekend to do the concrete sealing.
Okay. Who was the supplier for that?
Came from Bunnings.
And was it all in good condition?
Yes, everything came as per the purchase order and yeah, came as expected.
Good. What about plant or hire equipment? Was anything delivered, used, or taken away today?
Yeah, we got a pressure washer delivered. So yeah, we'll use that to pressure wash all the concrete before we do the concrete sealing.
Yep. Who was that from?
Kennard's Hire.
And any issues with it?
I haven't tested it, but I assume it's all good.
Understood. How was the site generally today? Access, fencing, amenities, and cleanliness all okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. All amenities were in place. However, I do need to call up the site toilet to be delivered and also the temp fence to be picked up. So can you just put that as an additional note reminder in the site diary entry so I call that up tomorrow when I get to site?
Sure, I'll put that in as an additional note reminder for tomorrow. Were there any safety issues, incidents, or near misses today?
Well, Jono was trying to carry all the concrete sealer tubs himself. So yeah, I told him not to do that. Don't be a hero, and just carry one at a time. So yeah, that was a bit of an incident, but yeah, nothing that needed to be reported on. Just a reminder for him.
Right. So no injury, no work
No,
stopped,
no,
just you
nothing like
stepping in
that.
and
Nothing like that. It was all good.
correct. Got it. And what was the weather like on site today? Did it affect the work at all?
It was raining heaps, but yeah, it didn't affect the work as we were working inside, so all good.
Perfect. Is there anything else from today that you want recorded? Any reminders, discussions, decisions, defects, client matters, follow-ups, or anything we haven't covered?
Yeah, just put a reminder in the additional notes that I need to touch base with the concreter by the end of the week, just to make sure that yeah, it's not going to be raining over the weekend, so you can do the concrete ceiling over the weekend.
Got it. I'll add that as an additional note. Anything else you'd like captured?
No, that's it. We're all done.
Okay, that's everything. I put the completed written site diary into the chat for you to review.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'll just get out of this voice mode. Yes, so that just shows you how you can use voice just to make life easier, where you don't have to type in. So similar to how she showed with Whisper Flow. Yeah, using your voice these days instead of having to type, it's just going to save you a whole heap of time. So what I'm going to do now is yeah, so I'm still in the chat. It's recorded all of that chat in my phone or in this chat history for this conversation. So I'm just going to put here, show me the report. So you can see now it's show that on the screen. It's generated that report based on my chat discussion, or my voice interview, I should say. And now all I need to do now is say to it. So I'm just going to click. So I've just clicked this this plus button here, and I'm just going to choose the Wunderbuild plugin like that. So you can see I've just selected Wunderbuild as the plugin, and now I'm just going to say add this site diary report into Wunderbuild now. Oops, let's get that added in. Add this site diary report into Wunderbuild now. There should be a way to actually get it to automatically add in, but yeah, I haven't played around with it too much. Just type it here. Okay, so I've just told it, yeah, add this report into Wunderbuild now. And now, yeah, you can see it's told me, yeah, I'll locate the King Street job, and it's just working away to do that. So I'll let it do its thing now. And now if we go into Wunderbuilds, yeah, and I go to site diary entries, I just refresh that. Yeah, it might take a minute or so just to come up. So let me, yep, so now it should be there. So now let's go to jobs, King Street, I'll just refresh this, and there it is there. So you can see it's automatically created the site diary entry, and yeah, it's put everything where it needs to go. It's added these additional notes, information, and yeah, that's just a good example to show you guys how you can then use it to actually do the work for you. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that Hashi was showing as well, but I guess this keeps it starting from something simple, and then you can get more advanced, the more comfortable you get with the software and using AI with it.